Hey everybody, I'm Mama Baird and welcome back to my channel. I got another food bank haul for you today. Now make sure you don't leave when I'm done because I'm going to be showing you a quick, easy dessert from ingredients you have in your pantry. Alright, let's get started and I'll show you what I got. I'm going to start off with the bread. This was one that they had a bunch. You could just pick an extra loaf. It wasn't counted as part of the bread. It's oat and flaxseed. It looks really good. It looks like it got a little toasty on top, which could be why it didn't sell or was donated, but that looks great to me. I'm looking forward to slicing that up for either sandwiches or I can make a strata out of that. And then they had this carbo-not bread. Only 2 carbs. I'm trying to eat a little less carbs, more diabetic friendly. So that's something fun I can try. Has anybody seen this before? Do you like it? And then, I got my St. Louis Bread Company or my Panera Bread. Don't know which kind this is. It probably is another white bread, but that's always good. They usually have either bagels, like these sweet bagels, or donuts, or cakes, or cookies, where you can pick 1 sweet per household. So I have these cinnamon bagels. Gonna think of something cool to do with those. For the fruits and veggies, you're allowed to get 2 things per household. I got a bunch of apples for the kids. They go through lots of apples. And then I got some lemons because my birthday is in 2 days on the 17th. And the kids and I are going to be making a lemon cake for myself. And I thought these were great because we can juice these up and have some fresh lemon for my birthday cake. How do you like these apples? If you like my channel, make sure you like this video, subscribe to it, and press that notification bell so you'll see every time I upload a video. Alright, let's get back to the haul. And then they have just a general take what you need kind of area. They were only allowing 1 bag of flour per household, no matter how many is in your household. And I chose the whole wheat flour. This is a great time to be stocking up on flour. I don't know if you guys are watching what's going on, but we are about to go into a wheat shortage. So I suggest you stock up on flour the best you can. And then in the dairy, I got 1 quart of whole milk, and then once a week I get a thing of butter. You're allowed this week they just had 1 per family, no matter how many were in your household. So I got a pound of butter. And then in the extras department, got a little thing of cherry jelly from the Abundance Project, a local company. And then they had organic dark roast French coffee. I've never tried Pete's coffee, never tried it before, but dark roast is what we like. It says the freshest by 2/20/22. So that was its best buy date, but not necessarily an expiration date. So this is still good, and we will enjoy using that. And then in the extras cooler, they had a couple of containers of stuff from Albertson's Deli. This is cilantro. And then we got some radish cup slices. So those would be good on the salad or cilantro. Not too sure what to do with that. What's your favorite thing to use cilantro in? I love cilantro. You a team cilantro or yuck cilantro? And then for 1 meat, I was able to grab a whole organic chicken, free range. This shows that it went out on the 10th, $3.99 a pound. So this is an $18.99 chicken. To me, that's expensive for 1 chicken. I do understand it's organic though. I am looking forward to raising our chickens so we can have this quality of product, probably even better by doing it ourselves, without that high price. But I am so thankful for the food bank, so I am able to have food like this for my family that I normally would not be able to afford. And then the big kahuna, I saw this in there, and I saw the word lamb, and I saw how big it was, and I grabbed it before I even read what it was. But it's a leg of lamb. It's $7.99 a pound. This is 5.5 pounds, so it's $44.26 for this giant leg of lamb. I have never made lamb this big before. I have cooked lamb. I do like the taste of it. I have a video where I add lamb to a sweet and sour sauce I made. I can link that above if you'd like to go check out that one. And if you guys have any suggestions on what to do with this, like should I cut it up and cut it into cubes and I can can it? I have canned lamb before, it tasted really good. Or should I cook the whole kahuna like this? I don't know. Give me some ideas, peoples. Now that we are done with the food bank haul, I'm going to be showing you a quick dessert that you can make, and it's bread pudding. Some people love bread pudding, some people don't like it, depending on the mushiness of the bread, like it's a texture thing. I didn't even discover bread pudding till I went to college, and I love it. I'm going to be using these bagels that we got from the food bank. They're the cinnamon ones. They're kind of sticky, so I don't really want my children eating these just like this because they will make a mess. So we're going to turn this into a bread pudding, and I'm going to show you how. All right, let's get cooking. All right, for starting off with this bread pudding, I'm going to be cutting up the bagels. Just cut them in half, cut them in strips. Just going to do bite-sized pieces. Just going to spray it. This does get to be a little stuck to the pan if you don't spray. Okay, I have all chopped up. I just went ahead and did all 6 bagels. So my casserole is a little full, but I think we can make this work. I have some golden raisins I'm gonna add to this. And then I also have some walnuts I need to get used up. Add some protein to this as well, so it's not just pure sugar. Looks pretty good. Now let's make our mixture. I have some buttermilk I need to use up, so I'm going to actually use some buttermilk in this. Since this is a lot, I think I'm gonna do like 1.5 recipe. It's usually just 2 cups of milk and 4 eggs for like an 8x8 pan. But since this is a 9x13, I'll just do like a 1.5. So that didn't give me quite 2 cups. I'm gonna do 3 cups of milk. So then I'm just gonna use the whole milk that I just got on the food bank. So pretty much half buttermilk, half whole milk. All right, so I got 6 of farm fresh eggs here. I'm gonna go ahead and add these. Alright, so that's 6 eggs because we're doing like 1.5. And then I'm gonna put some vanilla in there. Just a couple of squirts. And then I'm just gonna do a smidgen of cinnamon. So those bagels are naturally sweeter, so I'm just going to add, usually you would add 3/4 cup. I'm just gonna do a couple of tablespoons of organic sugar, not too much. Alright, and you're just going to drizzle this mixture over your bread. Okay, and then you're just going to take your fork and kind of push this down to make sure all that bread gets a little bit of that mixture and absorbs it. So to make sure you have enough liquid, if you pull this aside and you can see that pool of liquid, that's what you want to see. All right, now it's all ready to go. So let's get this in a 350-degree oven for at least 30 minutes. All right, guys, so it's been 45 minutes and this is not done yet. You can kind of tell by if I press it and it's really squishy and it kind of moves around a lot. You can see some bubbles coming up. That means that not everything is baked. So it's going to go in for probably 10 more minutes. Okay, our bread pudding is done. And you can tell it's done if you press it and it kind of bounces back at you just like that. You see that? That's how you know she's done. For our caramel sauce, we're gonna do 1 cup of sugar. I have just organic cane sugar here. I'm gonna turn it on a medium high, so I'm gonna do a 6. Okay, so you're just gonna leave this in there dry. And it will melt down. So we're just waiting for all of the sugar to melt. That clump right there. Alright, now that this is all melted, I'm gonna add 4 tablespoons of butter. It's gonna be foamy and stuff, that's okay. big whisking. She'll get all incorporated. Turn my heat down just a little bit now that the sugar's melted. Just keep stirring until all that butter's incorporated. It'll get in there. Try to keep stirring about like that. And then you are going to add half a cup of heavy whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream I keep in my kitchen at all times. It's good for sauces, good for desserts, good for coffee. I'm just gonna let this cook and bubble. Since I used salted butter, I'm gonna just add a little bit of salt, half a teaspoon or so of kosher salt, just to cut some of that sweetness. If you use unsalted butter, you're gonna wanna use a whole teaspoon of salt. And that's it, our sauce is done. So we're gonna put this in a cup to cool down. And as this cools, it'll thicken up. All right, and to serve this, just gonna put it into a bowl here and pour some of our homemade caramel sauce on top. And there we go, some bread pudding made out of leftover bagels. You could really use any kind of stale bread for this. I added raisins and walnuts to give it some crunch and some texture. You add whatever you'd like. If you don't want to make the caramel sauce, then you can do ice cream, whipped cream. You can just pour some milk over it too. You guys know what you like, so you doctor it up the way that you would like it. Thank you for watching. I'm Mama Baird, and I'll catch you next time.